Hi guys, today we're going to work with First Certificate of English, Reading and Use of English Part 7. Let us begin. Okay, all the Reading and Use of English obviously has 7 parts, and actually Part 7 is the last one. 5, 6, and 7 are just reading, and this is actually the last thing that you're going to see in that test. What you need to know about this exercise is that you're going to find one long text divided in 4 to 6 little parts, or smaller parts, or you can find 4 to 6 smaller texts related to the same topic. Then you're going to have 10 questions to match, and the options A, B, C, D, E, or F might be used only once to answer one only question of those 10, or maybe used more than once. So probably text letter A may answer question 2, 3, and 7, just to give you an example. Now, this exercise tests your ability to find particular information in a text. Now, the first thing that I can tell you about this tip is something that you have already heard before. Pay attention, because there are going to be some distractors, okay? And that's why there may be evidence for a particular answer in more than one text, and you need to be, aware enough and clear enough of the ideas that you're reading so you can actually differentiate the correct answer from the incorrect one. Now, what you need to do, and actually this is a strategy, and I would highly recommend start reading the questions. Read the questions and underline the keywords, not the other way around. So read the questions, underline the keywords, and then you would find the idea that you need to look for in the text. And that's why my second tip, okay? And you really know it. You won't find exactly the same words, but you will find the same idea. While you're reading the text, underline those ideas that are actually answering your question. In that way, you can guarantee that you have actually the correct answer. You can use the options to answer more than one question, as I've already explained. And in the case a question is answered by 2 options, 2 boxes will appear in front of a question. So if at the end you find out that you have letter A and C as possible answers for question number 3, if question number 3 just has 1 box in front, sorry, you need to read it again, them again, like text A and C, so you can actually choose the correct answer. Here is an example. You have which person took up this means of transport for environmental reasons, which person feels that traveling this way is more comfortable than it was, which person once arrived late at work because of transport delays, which person dislikes having to travel surrounded by a lot of people, which person has to walk a considerable distance every day, and which person thinks they pay too much to travel to and from work. So here is just a little extract of 6 questions, and 3 of them have been answered by letter C, which is this one, Laura Sanchez, okay, our person letter C. Now, here, as you can see, the ideas, the answers have already been underlined. This one, the nearest stop is more than 1 kilometer away from my house, and that's quite a long way on foot twice a day. That idea is supporting actually question number 47, which person has to walk a considerable distance every single day. If we continue reading about, I also used to think that trams were cold, noisy things that with hard wooden seats, but when I saw how much nicer they are these days, I decided to make the change. So that idea is actually supporting question number 44. Which person feels that traveling this way is more comfortable than it was before, okay? And finally, if we continue reading this text, you will find the last comment, okay? Like the only problem is that if one breaks down, there's always a complete jam, okay, a tram jam. One Monday morning, I was stuck like that for over an hour, and my boss wasn't pleased. And that idea is actually matching 45. Once arrived late at work because of transport delays. As easy as that, and sometimes as difficult as that, okay? Most of the time it's going to be quite easy because they are straightforward. You're going to find the answer just there. But with a couple of them, you may have to decide between 1, 2, or among 3 texts, because they are actually mentioning more or less the same stuff. You just need to read more carefully. That's the way to solve it. Now there's a little exercise here. The same questions. Now we have a different person And so you need just to stop the video right now to read that person, to read again the questions if you want to, and to find out if letter E answers 1, 2, or 3 of the questions. What you're going to write on your notebook is exactly question 43, 46, and 48, and then just write in front or tick in front the questions that letter A is actually answering. So please stop the video right now, and then you will discover your answers. Great, so you have finished your little exercise, and the answers will be given later on. In the meantime, please keep practicing and see you around, guys. Bye!